Everybody, welcome back. Got another match coming up for you right now. Dave Nangle versus Mike Saleh. Dave abandoning me by myself in the booth. This is Jeremy Mason doing some guest commentary here with the On the Hill Productions team. Happy to be here with you guys from Champion Billiards in Frederick, Maryland. Mike Saleh, a real strong player, one of the better players in the field. Dave, very solid player. Gonna be a tough match. Looks like Mikey won the toss. This is a rack your own format, alternate break. Playing 8-ball BCA rules on a 9-foot gold crown. Beautiful venue. If you guys have not been to Champion Billiards in Frederick, Maryland, definitely check them out. From what I hear, the food is really good as well. I have not had lunch yet, so looking forward to that here in a little bit. But thanks to all you guys that have been hanging out with us in the comments so far this morning. It's early on a Saturday. Got a real tough field of players here today for this 8-ball tournament. Probably going to be a one-day event. We'll see how it goes. I think we got about 40 players in the field, so looks like Mikey set the break here.
Table 2, Joe Norton, Tuan Chow. Table 2.
I didn't see anything go in. Yeah, it looks like he comes up empty here. A little bit of a cluster at the spot there. 12, 15, 6. Does not look like the 1 passes the 11. Opening shot for Dave. He's about straight on the 4, cutting it a little bit to the right if he wants to play that up to the corner pocket. Could play the 9 to the side. He's about straight on that. Let's see what the stripes look like. He's checking to see if that 12 passes the 15 to the corner. Or the 6-15 may be wired. Oh yeah, that changes things. And I think that 6 moved just enough where that 12 ball will go to the corner pocket now. So that's a very effective opening shot there for Dave. Needs to get a nice straight-ish shot on the 9 to have the 9 lead to the 12 and use the 12 to get on the 11. Looks like he's going to play the 10, come out one rail between the 5 and the 14, I think. Oh, he had the other angle. Tried to just kind of drag it over, but I think he needed to create that angle a little bit. It looked like the 10 went all the way to the left side of the pocket and rattled, so Mikey plays the carom. Solids are definitely a tougher layout. The 4 gets down there into a spot where it goes to the corner, and he can use that to nudge the 1 out if he needs to. Looks like he may have that shot right now. No, he doesn't, I don't think. He's going to have to play the 6. And now he's got the shot on the 4, but he's pretty straight, I think. I don't know if he has enough angle to get into the 1 here. I think he's gonna put a big stroke on this to kind of bump the 1 and hope it moves enough. Doesn't have to play the 4 now. He can shoot the 3 or the 7 from here. Let's see what he does. He may roll forward and into the 11 and play the 1 up table. I moved it, kind of went in between the 2 shots I was talking about. He went forward, but he put the big stroke on it and bumped it over into some trouble. The 1 still goes. You got to play it off the rail, cut the 1, and hopefully you can get through the 8 and the 12 up for the 7 there. Needs to climb some more. Now he's going to have to cut the 3 all the way up the table, and he's going into the 11, I believe. I don't know if he can go. I don't think he can go under the 13 and then back over. Had to go into it. He's got nothing but a bank shot here, and he's never been in line this entire run out, and he may still get it done if he comes with a good shot here. Looks like he may need to check this too to get on the 8. No, he doesn't try to check it at all. And barely misses the 7. But you see why I said he needed to check that, because I guess he still could have cut that 8 ball to the upper right-hand corner pocket as we're viewing the table now. But as it is, wide open table for Dave with the exception of the 11. I don't know if that 11 can pocket off of the 7. It doesn't look good from where I'm sitting. I think And I don't even think you could kind of have the 11 hit the 7 a little bit more full and then follow it in. Because I think if you hit a full hit on the 7, it hits the point and doesn't go and is still in the way. So he's going to have to probably go into the 11 or get below it, I think. He's got the 9 there for that. It's a good ball for that. A little bit flat on this ball. He's going to have to go forward 2 rails or pull it back out 2 rails. And pick a real good spot here because you've got a gap. Well, unless if the 13 passes the 9, this shot's not as difficult. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so the 13 and the 9 both go to the side pocket, so that makes this a little simpler. But he's pretty well short here.
Joe Wright, Steve Fleming, table 11. Joe Wright, Steve Fleming, table 11.
The 13 may play through the 7. I think that's what he just called. But can he play this as a two-way and not sell out the 8 if it doesn't go? No. Yeah, the problem with that is you kind of needed to kind of pop the cue ball back a little bit. And playing it that way, he was always going to sell out a shot on the 8 ball if he didn't get the stripe to go there. So Mikey gets away with a little bit of a sloppy first rack there. Dave not able to make him pay. So guys, I'm joined in the booth now by my buddy Dylan Spoor.
What's going on?
Fresh off a first round match. How'd you play, buddy?
I ended up getting by 6-4.
Ooh, tough match, huh? Who'd you play?
I ended up playing, I forget who I played already.
Must have played pretty good to go toe-to-toe with the great Dylan Spoor like that, you know?
Randy Klepper.
Okay.
I played rough. Didn't play my best, so
I got you.
hopefully to pick up a gear or something.
It's nice to get away with one every once in a while, you know?
Yeah.
Kind of wake you up a little bit, make you kind of lock in for the next one.
Yep. So Dave to break. Mike Saleh up 1-0.
Yeah, I think we had a 2 or a 3 inning game that last rack. Both players had chances. Just Mikey couldn't quite get in line, and Dave couldn't quite take care of his one problem ball. And then, of course, Mike ended up having the shot on the 8 off of Dave's miss. So
Dave to break.
almost dead center of the table, like a ball left of the spot, right into the side pocket. That's brutal.
I did that 3 times in my match.
That's not a good recipe for success. And this is ball in hand anywhere on the table for Mikey.
Correct.
You give a good player ball in hand anywhere on the table with an open table, 8 ball, it's not going to go well for you most of the time.
13. Randy Klepper, table 13.
Looks
So
like he
probably take solids here. Probably start with the 5. Then the only other minor problem he has is the 6 ball.
Yeah, and like you say, minor issue. Once the 2 clears, it goes to the corner, or you could just kind of pull back and play it in the side.
Yeah, he'll clear to 7, come up for the 2 balls and near the side pocket here. Probably play to 3.
Yeah, maybe just roll forward and play the 4 the opposite way now where he fell on this. Nah, you get a little bit of an angle, I guess.
Now just roll forward and play to 1.
Yeah, and see, this to me is where 9-foot 8 ball is a lot easier, because if you were playing on the bar table, there's probably no way the 1 and the 2 go by each other, and then you have to play a different pattern.
Right. Well, what's helpful for him is the 6 goes on the side.
Yeah.
Past the 11, so that's what he's going to play here.
Yeah. Mikey makes really quick work of these open racks. Doesn't take... Oh. Did he miss that?
The only thing that he got away with there is he tied up the 14 and the 11.
Yeah, if Dave wants, he can play this 10 now and go into that cluster with a couple balls for insurance. I think the 15 goes to the corner, even if the 9 doesn't pass. If he wants to try to break that up right now, but he's not. He's going to play the 15 and open up the 9. Well, he actually bumped the 9 a little bit on that shot.
Yeah, he's not going to like this.
I think it still cuts. It's really thin on this. It does cut.
He actually is a pretty easy safe here. All he has to do is touch the 13 to the rail and put him right on the 9.
Kind of just jack up and draw it to the 9.
Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. By his face expression, he didn't get there.
Overcooked it, I think. That's a tough shot. You're kind of guarding against the foul, not getting your cue out of the way, and you can kind of like over crank on it because you're jabbing at it a little bit.
Yeah. Mike's gonna have to go back and forth here. Probably play the 8 where he's at.
Yeah, I like. You see so many times guys work so hard to get a shot at the side pocket, and like the corners are some not just as good of an option; they're a better option a lot of times. So, oh, and Mikey missed another ball.
Mikey better wake up.
Yeah, no. Does Dave have the angle to roll the 11 and go right behind the
I don't know.
green stripe?
I'd probably, if I'm playing safe, I'm probably playing the 13 and putting him on this bottom rail.
You could
Behind the
also play
12.
if you wanted to play that. You could play the 9 as a two-way shot and come across using the 12.
He could be banking the 14.
That it was a two-way shot, so not incredibly aggressive there, and just sells out a.
Yeah, Mikey will just cut this 8 and I don't. Yeah, he hit it a little too thick. I think he was trying to block the pocket there.
Yeah, and he hit it so hard because he was trying to like barely clip it and needed to move it a considerable amount, but didn't want. You're like you said, didn't want to move it out of the pocket there. So now Dave has what he needs. This is a wide open table. Everything's hanging. No real problems.
Yeah, you should play the 9 with a little touch of inside to come over to the 13. And after that, the rest of the rack. Oh,
And he played a
maybe
lot of
too much
inside.
inside.
He's going to
Now
get away with it. And he's got enough of a back cut where he's still okay.
Yeah, I would have played just a touch of inside where you come in between the first and the second diamond.
I don't even think he needed inside to do that, Dylan. I think he could just play with like a high ball and go right where you're talking about.
High ball would have took you above the second diamond.
He's in good shape here. Just got to make sure you don't forget about the 12 here. You don't want it to kind of be the last ball and have to move the cue ball a long way to get to it.
I like just playing the 10 with a stop shot. He's going to play the 11 and move up. I would have played a 10 with a stop shot, and then he could have played the 14, and then the 12, and then kept that 11 for the last ball to get on the 8.
Yeah, from where he's at now, I kind of like playing the 14 and then play the 12 and then use the 10 for your last ball.
Yeah, he's going to have to do that.
You can do it the other way. I just don't like as if I have to play this ball all the way.
He's going to be doing it the other way now.
Yeah, and if I have to play it this way, I don't like having the 12 as my last ball, and I have to play it all the way down the rail and put a stroke on it to get back out to the center. You know.
Yeah, he may come out. He may come where his chest is. No, he just rolled it in, and he's got that straight. That's no good.
Yeah, I don't like going 2 rails forward there because it's so easy. You're straight for a long time and you can get back to straight.
Yeah, I like just rolling that in, coming off the top rail, because you're naturally gonna have the angle just to roll that in and go across for the 8 in the corner.
I agree with you. I think that's the easiest.
Now
do you
he's
draw
gotta
back
work
here?
hard. He's gonna have to. He can go forward, but he's gonna have to use the whole length of the table if he's gonna do that.
I actually
he missed it.
Is this gonna roll back right on the way?
Nope. Wow, that table is fast.
It is fast. Dylan, I actually a lot of times do roll forward there and then just take the longer cut on the 8, even if I'm off the rail. It's just because you're kind of the reason he missed that shot is because he was trying to create an angle to not draw straight back at the corner.
Yeah. Good hit there by Mikey.
And he's got a little bit of life too. This is not easy here. Dave may have to play safe here.
The only safe he really has is if he thins the 12 towards the bottom left, he can go 1 rail over by the top right corner. It's really the only safe he's got.
Yeah, you can kind of get it to the center of the foot rail, and you're still leaving Mikey a tough cut, but he's gone kind of
what he's done.
2 rails that way, which I like, except for he didn't get it to the rail, and Mikey's going to make this.
Right. Well, not only that, he's put his 12 ball on the rail, so even if he doesn't make it, Mikey's naturally coming 2 rails.
Maybe Mikey's got a free shot at the 8 ball here.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Yeah, I agree.
So he's going to put some speed on it. See, even he missed it now. Dave's got a tough shot, and he's actually gotten behind the 8.
Okay, table 14, Jeff Ball, Richard France. Table 14, Jeff Ball, Richard France. Please don't get your score sheet.
Mikey's really out of sorts here. Like, I know that was a free shot, 2-way shot, but, like, Mikey's missed 4 balls in this rack.
Yeah. Well, it happens. It's early yet. People are going to be jittery.
Mm-hmm. Did Mikey play a match or no?
He did. He was playing right next to me on table 10, I think.
So a little bit surprising to see him struggle after he has played a match already.
Yep. Dave missed a kick, so Mikey's gonna get this rack.
Yeah, 2-0 in favor of Mike. So,
with his break.
and we've played, like, guys, Mikey's a very good player, and Dave is a really solid player, and we've watched 9 innings in 2 games, I think. So
It's like we're watching an APA match.
yeah, like 5 versus 4 or something.
Yeah.
These guys will play better than this. If I had to predict it as the match goes on. Grayson says, "How big are these pockets?" They're pretty big. The gold crowns, they're probably about close to a little bit more than 4.5, maybe.
I think they're 4 3/4.
Maybe 4 3/4. I want to say around the outer tables on the Gabrielles, they're a hair tighter than that.
Yeah, I think the Gabriels are 4 4.5.
Yeah, I would agree
where-
with that. So
The Brunswicks are 4 3/4.
yeah, and you are looking at a Brunswick here, so the pockets are pretty big.
I had a ball in the pocket earlier. It wasn't touching the side rail, but I still was able to get a ball around it.
Wow. You know, Dylan, in a way it makes it easier, but you can also just make you sloppier. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you're playing on an easy table and you don't really pay attention to your alignment and pre-shot routine like you should, and you miss more balls sometimes.
Right, because you don't take the consideration that you would in a regular shot. You would shoot it like you just wouldn't care.
Exactly. You'll see a lot of that.
Well, I shouldn't say you wouldn't care, but you don't care as much.
Right.
And then you drop your focus just that little bit, and then you end up missing a ball like that you should never miss. Dave played a good shot there. Now he's got the 7 to the side.
Yeah, I don't think he's elevated at all here.
No. The problem he has is the minor problems he has is the 2 ball and the 1 ball.
Yeah, 2 ball goes to the side pocket he's shooting in now, but doesn't really have a great ball to get him there.
Well, actually, it goes to the opposite side as well, and the 6 ball, it drops him right on it.
Do you think it does? I don't think it does.
I think it goes 100%. The camera's got you fooled there, Jeremy.
Yeah, it might. I'm never going to tell you you're wrong. I'm just telling you it doesn't look good to me.
There's a lot more room between those 2 balls than you think there is.
It looks a little bit better from this view, I'd say.
Yeah. Now, he could just make the 1 and go across to the 3. I hate using the 2 balls as my key ball, but from where he's at, I think he's going to have to.
No, if the 8 goes to the corner, I think it does, then the 2's not a bad key ball. You just have to get good on it.
Yeah. Well, he's going to have to get straight in.
You have to get good on it even just to make it anyway, so
Yeah.
if you get there to make it, then you're going to have an easy 8.
He's natural shape here to the 6. Just don't scratch on the side.
Or get hooked, but this is perfect. He's in perfect shape. He'll probably roll forward just a couple inches.
Well,
Right.
I would have. He's pretty straight in here. I'd want it to be off the rail just a little bit more than that, just so I can bounce out.
Yeah, I agree with you, and it's one of the differences between the 9-footer and the bar box here is you do kind of want to get pretty straight on this shot on the bar table because there's not a lot of room to come off the rail again. But on the big table here, there's 3 feet between the 6 and the 2.
He babied it. It didn't fall. He babied
Yeah.
the 6 ball and it just hung there.
Yeah, I don't like hitting them like that. If I have to roll forward a little bit, I'm probably just going to stun it good and let it roll forward a couple inches.
Correct. Oh, and that ball went aside, so Mike, you really don't have any issues now. The 12 will pass the 15 into the bottom right. You can roll that in. Oh, he stunned it. He got a fortunate roll there.
This is more balls than I've ever seen Mikey miss, and Dave jumps pretty well with the 6 hanging.
Yeah.
Do you think about playing the jump combo here? Because if you don't, then you got to carry this cue ball a pretty good ways.
It's not a bad option, but if the 2 ball falls with the 6, you're in trouble.
Well, and you can also kind of draw back into traffic accidentally if you're landing real close to the 2. Maybe the other side will tell us he may not be going all the way over the 2 if he jumps.
He might just do it with his playing shaft.
That's who.
He just massaged around it, but that's the problem with the massage. You get caught up in the pocket. He's lucky
Yeah.
it didn't fall in.
Yeah, he still has a shot, I believe.
He does, but he's going to be running into a lot of traffic with the cue ball. If he plays it in the corner, I don't think he get a shot at the 8, so I think he has to play it at the side.
Yeah, and I
Get the
think
shot at the 8.
he's probably gonna have to dig down and kind of go into the 14-8.
Well, I don't think you can dig down with where the cue ball's at. I think you just got to roll it in. That, but he missed it.
Yeah, that's a tough shot. He was kind of really cheating the angle there to go into the cluster.
Yeah, and now Mikey's got a straight in ball on the side. He's got the 14.
Yeah, let's see if Mikey can get it together a little bit here. He's really. I've never seen him miss 5 balls in 2 racks ever in my life.
That was a good shot. He played the 14 to get to the 9.
Yeah, the 9 was the really only real problem here.
And he's cleared it pretty well. Now just roll forward an inch. Give
Yep, that's
himself angle
perfect.
to stun up the table for the 13. He wants to be straight in on 13. He could just stop, shot it there, and play the 15 up table. Okay, he decided to roll forward. Same thing. He just wanted to be straight in here. That way he could just stop it here and shoot the 15 up.
I think the way he played it, it was easier for him to be sure he was going to have the right angle on the 13 rather than dragging it up across the line.
Yeah.
That's a little bit sloppy as well.
Yeah,
Still
I didn't
has
like that shot. But he has the shot.
still has pockets, yeah.
He's going to play the 8 in the same pocket he's played it, and he's
He missed it
this
again.
by a long way. He was trying to play safe, Jeremy.
Yeah, and you know it's funny for people that haven't watched Mikey before, it kind of looks like he's just getting up there and hitting it and not caring, but he always plays like that, but normally makes everything.
Yeah. Dave still has to come up with a good shot here in the 2. And he's scratching.
Wow, the table's flying right now, isn't it?
I told you.
That easily got there.
Well, what happened was he overcut the 2 ball. He hit the top point, and
Yeah,
the 2 went off the top point, so
I agree with that, but also
the
like
cue ball didn't lose its momentum.
it didn't look like the cue ball coming to the first rail was going to go that far, and it easily got there.
Well, the rails could be playing springy as well.
Yeah. Tables are flying right now for sure. We saw Steve played a real nice set, but he was scrambling with his cue ball a little bit as well. He was going long a lot.
It is cool in here, but it also is a bit humid in here, so the rails could be playing a bit springier.
A lot fewer people in here than there normally would be for a big tournament like this. So.
Yeah.
Well, we've got here a weird way, but it is 3-0 in favor of Mikey. So not necessarily a surprising result. Mike's definitely a favorite in this match, but he has not played well. And Dave's going to be pretty upset with himself for letting Mikey get away with the way that he's played in this match.
He's made the 2 on the break. 14, 7. He's making everything.
Yeah, how good is that break? Is the 8? The solids are real hanging, but if the 8 doesn't go past the 10.
I think the 8 passes the 6 once the 6 is gone. Oh, it might even pass the 6 ball.
Yeah, but I'm talking about can you shoot it with where the 10 is?
I think you can. As long as you get almost straight in on it.
I think you could also leave the 6 for like the 4-6 for your last 2 balls.
And play the 8 up table.
And play the 8 up in the side, yeah. Because I don't like the strike. The 10 ball is a bigger problem than the 8 is for the solids, I think.
And that, even if he wants to move them a little bit, he is the perfect shot right now to break them up. He could shoot that 4 and move the 10 and the 8 around a little bit.
The only thing about it, the 6 is an insurance ball, but it's not a great insurance ball. Like, you have to hit the 10 in a specific spot to come up with a shot on the 6. And you're not going to get another shot on something else, I don't think.
Well, if he hits a 10 dead on, like this. Now, he hit them, but they didn't really do much.
I think something's off with our audio. Guys, let us know in the comments how the audio sounds. It may just be the monitor in my headset when Dylan's talking. But unfortunately, I may not be able to make a lot of adjustments. This is not my stream, and Dave's setup is a little bit different than mine. So just let us know if anything's going on, so when Dave gets back in here, I can let him know. But yeah, it may sound fine to you guys.
I think we're good. And Dave missed that 6 ball.
Cool. Charlie says sounds good on his end. Yeah, it's just funny. Your audio when you talk is real funny in my ears right now. But
Could just be the headset.
sure.
Good shot there by Mikey. Gets back out to the middle of the table. Now he could shoot anything from here.
Was the 11 past the 9?
No,
Okay, so he needs
so
to clear the 9. So he'll probably play that next.
I don't think he got there.
I think he barely did, but he's straight.
Mikey's a bit short, so you might have to get a bridge or something. Oh, he's
How the
shooting
11 goes. About to be joined in the booth by On the Hill Productions' own Rick Scarlato Jr. How you feeling, Ricky?
Hello. What's up, guys? Feeling pretty good. Dill, what's up, buddy?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Doing good. Jeremy, what's happening?
Just waiting on my first match, man. Having fun doing some commentary. Love you guys' stream.
Thanks, man.
Happy to be a part of this tournament. Wish I could play in more of these. Some of them are so far for me to drive, but
Yeah, a little bit of a ride.
Good shot there by Dave. On
this
that
has
5
been a
ball.
funky match here, Rick. Mikey has really struggled, and Dave just hasn't been able to make him pay.
Yeah.
Although he's in real good position here.
Yeah, I like him to kind of stop this ball, just stun it out off the rail a little, and kind of play the 1 ball with some high inside, come up to the other side. Oh,
Yeah, the 1 is not an ideal key ball, but shouldn't have been too much of a problem there. He was really trying to create an angle with that shot.
yeah, he didn't really have to create much, really. If you just come off the rail, you just cut it in and come 2 rails and come right up and play the 8 ball in that opposite corner there.
It's a good shot by Mikey there.
Yeah, he'll shoot the 15 here.
I like stopping this and leaving an angle where I'm just dragging it straight back a
Yep.
little bit.
He got a little straighter probably than he wanted to. But
Now you got to
he
really
should
commit
be
to what you're
fine.
doing. Watch that
Yeah, you
side
just kind
pocket.
of draw it straight here and slide it. You can still go to the rail, but I kind of slide that ball straight up so I don't get stuck on the rail.
Yeah, I like having a hair more angle on that ball.
I'm notorious for leaving myself on the rail.
But like also like this is Mikey's favorite shot when he's right. Like he just like loves shooting long cut shots on
Brandon
anything.
Shelf and Dorothy Strader. Table 8.
All right, 4-0 in favor of Mikey. Did you play a match already, Rick?
I did. I played well. I like how I played. If I can keep playing that way, I like my chances.
Awesome, man. You've been playing well.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. All right, so I got Mikey up 4-0 here. His break. This is a key rack for Dave.
Yeah, Dave's going to be in a tough mental place right now. And this is, you know, he goes into this match knowing he's an underdog. Mikey's one of the favorites at these tournaments all the time. And then Mikey just comes out and really struggles. He's missed a ton of balls, given Dave plenty of chances, and Dave has not been able to capitalize. And it's just so brutal, you know.
Mm-hmm. So at this point, if you're Dave, obviously you don't give up, but you really try to bear down a little extra hard, right, and at least get yourself going. If you can't come back to win this match, you get yourself some confidence for your next match.
That's a great point. Like,
So,
you don't just throw it in, because even though you may not have a chance to win the match, like you say, like you have another match to play after this, and you don't have a good feeling yet.
exactly. Mikey got good on this 14 to get the 11 out of there now. Good shot there by Mike. He got a little straight though. I like him to kind of hold this ball probably and shoot the 13 next. Ooh, used all the pocket there.
Big pockets on these tables.
So now either if you can get back to the 12, I think you just get to the 10 ball here and then come over for the 12.
Real easy to overhit this one.
Yeah, you got to kill this ball. You got to put some high and tight, and you can overkill it too. So a little bit touchy
Yeah, just
shot.
barely clear the 4, I think, is
Wanna
what you
come up-
want.
Exactly.
Kind of like that.
Just like that.
That's a
And
really
now
good
he's got
shot
his
there.
option. The right shot is probably shoot it in and come back over on the other side and play the 8 in the same pocket. Some guys have a real soft touch. They'll try to kill it right there. I would have liked to hit that with a little outside though. You know what I mean? Not quite have this steep
Yeah,
of a
I don't like
cut
to
on
hold
the
that
8
one in
'cause
space.
the
I like
6
going
ball's
to
there.
the second rail.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I
I
keep
like-
talking over you. I'm having a little
That's
bit of a
okay.
hard time hearing you on my headset
Yeah.
right now.
probably Mike. How's that?
I think that might be a little better.
Yeah. Nice out there by Mike.
Yeah, 5-0, and that's the first real, like, Mikey-looking run out that we've seen in this set so far.
Is this Mikey's first match?
No, you played already. That's what's very surprising about it. I said the same thing to Dylan earlier. I expected, you don't ever expect Mikey to miss a ball, but if you do, like, you know, first match. But after playing and getting right back out there, it's a little funny.
Yeah. We all miss.
Everyone can have those bad sets once in a while.
Well, if you're Mikey, you have it once in a while. I have them like every 2 out of 4, 2 out of 3 sets, sometimes 3 out of 4. There's levels to it.
This might be a little get out some frustration break from Dave.
Yeah, his last break was beautiful. He made 3 or 4 balls and really only one problem on the table and couldn't quite make it happen, unfortunately. So
Solids are wide open
Got
except
some
for the 8
cluster
ball.
here.
you know, there's another factor here,
Yeah.
Rick, that I think doesn't get enough recognition. And big shout out to Dave for all the work that he puts in as a tournament director and a streamer. And if you haven't done it, when you're out there in your match, it's so easy to feel like you're rushing and like you need to be somewhere else. And that's just a added layer of difficulty to an already difficult game. That people don't realize the sacrifices that guys like Dave make in their own game, because he's a solid player. And I just want to give him a shout out because he's always workmanlike at all these tournaments.
When we started to take over the stream, Dave always helped us, you know, a little bit. Dave and I are real good friends, and we're at the same pool room all the time, my pool room, and Dave lends a hand there too as well. Does a great job. And when we took over all the streaming last year, we just, you know, I knew he had some interest, and we brought him in. And same thing, you know, with me and Lloyd. We've been fortunate on the Hill team because we are just that. We are a team. We have a lot of really good people with us that make it a little bit more at ease for us to be able to play too. You know, we have Lloyd is my partner, obviously. We've been doing it since 2017. And we brought Dave in. We have Bev. We're really fortunate what we've been able to do. Mikey's got some work here.
And Mikey really doesn't want this to hit the 13 right now.
Mikey
He's
was
already
really
got a
shoot-
cluster there problem.
Mikey was really shooting at nothing there. I mean, even if he makes the bank, he doesn't. Even if he makes the bank, he doesn't have nothing on the 6.
Yeah, I think he was trying to just smash it and come around and get lucky and move it.
It's a bad spot to be in playing 8 ball when you have 3 balls left and 2 of them are tied up.
So this is a good shot here by Dave. I think he's just going to play the safe. I don't think he's trying to play the nation. But I would draw it back right behind the 8.
Yeah, really tuck it in there.
Yeah.
He didn't quite get there.
He
Still
would like to draw
effective.
that a little bit more.
The good thing for Dave is even if Mikey pockets the 3 ball somehow, it's not that right angle for him to go into the 6. Yeah, and so
Mikey's going to open him up and force Dave to run out. And that's a good play. He's really kind of playing the score there. You know what I mean? Mikey still has to get good on the 8 ball if he does get a turn back to the table. But he's left Dave really one good shot. I mean, you can shoot at the 9 too, but I like shooting the 14 here. And just roll down and come in the middle of those balls.
I may be playing the scoreboard a little bit, but I also don't know what else you can do there. I mean, you really need to just
leave him tied up and make
there's
him.
nothing you can create there, you know?
Well, you could have kicked the 3 ball there. Could have kicked the 3 ball there and maybe put the cue ball on the 6 and then try to force Dave to move those balls instead of him moving them. You see?
Yeah, I see.
Because Dave still has the advantage a little bit with the 12 ball covering up the 8. force Mikey to play a bank or get in between them. You know, whenever you got to get in between an area like that. Not that it can't be done. We've all done it and do it, but don't necessarily have to.
Looked like a miscue there. He was trying to kind of pinch that with some spin, and looked like he miscued and just hit the ball full in the face.
Table 12, Gary Muhammad, William Hague. Table 12.
Mikey does.
Table
Mikey
1,
does bank well. The 15 may be in the
Paul
way of the bank
O.
lane to the side though.
Joe
So
Garoppolo.
I think he's going to try to just, if he has some angle,
Dorsey.
or he's going to try to create something and maybe run into the 12 ball here.
I think
Or
you
come
might see
from
him
the
just
top
play a
rail
long
into
cut. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just play a shot up there.
Oh, this for the match.
Hit it real good.
Shot.
Nothing
Hit it
but
real
net.
All right, guys. We'll be back with another match here soon.